Welcome in, Renegades. So today we have a special guest on the channel. He is his name is Daniel. He's from Thailand. He is doing an amazing project that I've never really heard of anything like this in the blockchain space. Now, when Daniel contacted me, he was telling me about his project and how they were going to be on Dodo, which is a channel I've been watching, for probably, a number of years, which is like an animal channel where they show like animals that do cool things or people that interact with animals in a cool way or animals being rescued from crazy situations. So we are here live today with Daniel from Unchained Elephants. And Daniel, just go ahead, introduce yourself for everybody, kind of give them a little bit of a, background on you and what you are doing in this space and kind of a little bit about what Unchained Elephants is.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, first of all.
Of course.
And yeah, I'm not from Thailand. I'm from Ecuador. I got a scholarship for doing an MBA in hotel management in Thailand. So they say, can you come here to study? 14 years ago, almost 15 years ago, came to Thailand, finished my program, and never left. Love this country, and this country has given me so much. So I also want to give back to this country.
Nice.
Something I can support. And yeah, we started Unchained Elephants in 2021 during during the pandemic, because during that time we saw that, well, there were elephant camps or elephants in general here, that they were not getting fed because there was no tourism. So the tourism actually is the one that actually provide the food for the elephants, right? And without tourism, like, they were asking me like, hey, how can we raise some money to feed the elephants? And that's when we started connecting the dots. And I love blockchain. I got also into blockchain at the same time, so learning about NFTs, and I want to go in depth with the NFTs and learn really like what's happening. So we started a small project, a pilot project in 2021. Yes, and then in 2022 we launched it, and we raised $10,000 to feed. We managed to feed like 3 different camps, 8 elephants for 2 months. So that was the beginning of it.
So what do you feed them? What are you guys buying to give them food? Is it like certain stuff or?
Well, yeah, the elephants eat 16 hours a day. Like, they just keep munching all day long. So mainly grass. They have a bamboo or pineapple. They like watermelons. I mean,
So do you just buy the food, or do you like relocate these elephants to different places, or is that 2 different projects?
Yeah, well, that was the beginning of the project, right? So we started giving food for during the pandemic to help the elephants. Then the next phase of the project was like, okay, how can we really make an impact? And because tourism was back, I mean, things were moving back into normal state after the pandemic, and like, okay, what can we do? And then we actually rebranded to Unchained Elephants, because we started actually on XRP, that chain. We still are there. I mean, I'll explain later, but we rebranded and we said, okay, how can we do it? Let's unchain elephants, literally, because we saw there was a lot of need on the elephant. The elephants were like really abandoned, and some of them, not all of them, but we was like, okay, let's buy the freedom of an elephant, and we started a campaign. We launched our NFT collection on XRP as well. That was last year in June, July. We raised some funds, but we also did a crowdfunding campaign at the same time, because we have a lot of real people that just want to donate, and it's like, I don't care about the NFT. I just want to donate money.
Right.
How do I send you money? So we did it was 60% through crowdfunding and 40% through NFTs, and we raised the funds around $22,000 more or less in Thai baht.
So
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
And I mean, after learning about this elephant, we went and bought the freedom of the elephant, literally.
So what I wanted to ask is, what made you want to use a blockchain? Okay, so I never would believe that this could happen on the blockchain, right? So I've seen a lot of good causes. I've seen people, do donations, but a lot of what you're doing is uncharted territory, in my opinion. I think it's something that's needed, a way to give back. So what made you decide to utilize the capabilities of Web3 and also the internet computer? Because as you said, you started on XRP, the XRP ledger, with your collection there. So first of all, what made you choose to utilize Web3, and then why specifically ICP?
So I decided to go with NFTs because there was that craze of the different NFTs going for crazy amount of money without really having value in the real world. So I
Right.
wanted to do something that actually had that impact. I mean, there were some projects that they did as well. There's another called Unchained Elephants. They were actually donating money for elephants in Africa. So that was actually a big inspiration. But that's what then we decided to, okay, let's go and do this project, raise funds. But also the reason I want to do this way is because crowdfunding is okay. You give the money and you don't get anything back, right? At least with this one, you have something that actually a badge of honor. Say, hey, this is my NFT. This represents the freedom of an elephant. So, and that's unique. That's no. And even if you want to actually as well sell it and flip it, I mean that's part of crypto, and you can actually get some of your money or donation back. So somebody else wants to take on that NFT. So I think this will change the way donations are made. So the goal is to change that system of just giving away, because sometimes like you don't know where the money is going to, and yeah, that was one of the main reasons why Web3. And the other question is why XRP or why ICP?
Why did you start on XRP and then move to ICP? And are you guys still doing stuff over at XRP?
Yes. So we started XRP because my background is in marketing, and I saw that there was large crowd of holders, and there's a big community. XRP Army is awesome, and I thought that was going to be something that was going to push the market in that direction. So I thought that as an opportunity to get in there early and to be able to capitalize on that. Unfortunately, the market on XRP is not as active as on other chains, Solana, Ethereum, and so on. So, but we started because of that reason. And I did well with that XRP, and one of the coins that I kind of like dived in early in 2020, sorry. So yeah, I started in that, but then because of this project, I've been working on it. The ICP hub manager for Thailand and Malaysia, which is in the same group that we meet sometimes here in Phuket, say, hey, I can help you with something. Like, okay. And then that's when actually we apply for a grant to tie in the travel side. So we actually have another project called Travelers Unchained that will have a utility. So the NFT will give you discounts on tours and activities here in the island, which was the original plan for the NFTs of Unchained Elephants. So, but we split it up. And that's how I ended up in ICP and started discovering the tech. The tech is amazing. First of all, the images are on chain. There's no gas fees, so it is solid, and that's why that's how I end up on ICP.
I think that's so important what you just said about ICP hubs being one of the reasons why you're basically building on this site. So I think what they're doing around the world is amazing. They have hubs all over the globe that are really just bringing in amazing projects like your own. So we're going to show a video here in just a couple of minutes. Can you kind of give us like a backstory on what we're going to be watching here, and how when people interact and own a piece of these NFTs, it's a way to help you do this for more elephants and be able to give back. So kind of just give us a backstory and a rundown of what we're going to be watching here.
Sure. The video that we're going to be watching is the first rescue that we did, because we already have done two, but that was the very first, about an elephant called Kanoon. He was a 54, 55-year-old elephant that has been chained up on next to a garbage dump. And pretty much we bought the freedom. Here in Thailand, elephants are assets. They have like a registration number and books. and they cost a lot of money. I mean, they're not cheap. They go from 20,000 all the way up to 80,000 US dollars. And the reason of that is because there's a lot of demand on tourism to use them for different activities, right? So it is an attraction itself, and that produces money. So it is an asset. It is an asset, and that's why it costs so much. So we have to raise the funds to buy the freedom, pretty much. Otherwise, the elephant was going to go to the logging industry or to a trekking camp to take tourism there on his back, around. So yeah.
That makes a lot more sense now. I was kind of wondering, I'm like, wait, do these logging industries just take elephants? Or so that's basically what happens if somebody like abandons it, they'll just get scooped up and used for labor and stuff like that.
Correct.
Okay, so let's go in and show this video here. And wait, before we do, I want to mention that this part of this story was actually on the Dodo. This is a little clip from kind of that same storyline of the Dodo as well, because you guys were on there. Actually, I am going to find the link while this is going so that people can watch it on the Dodo as well, the full video. So here we go. Okay, so that's Kanoon, everybody, and this is what they're doing over there. They're taking, you know, these elephants that are living in horrible conditions, chained up, used as assets, and buying their freedom is basically what it seems like to me. I've seen a lot of movies where it just shows like somebody's just like saving up to buy somebody's freedom. So you can all participate in this by owning their NFTs. Here is, I want to show this real quick, the video from the Dodo. Let me just share my screen. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So I just didn't want to do this while I was playing because it's going to start to, but I'm going to get this link. Okay, so elephant chained up for years has the best reaction to freedom. You guys can come over here and just show some love to this here on the Dodo. 15.6 million subscribers. This video got a nice amount of views. I'm not sure exactly how many, but
you have 1.1 million views already on that one, and the Instagram video just came as well, and that one I have like almost 2 million views. It's been overwhelming, the messages that we have been getting, and people want to get involved. So it is a way to onboard normal people. Like, they are not into crypto NFT, but there's an NFT project behind it. We were lucky to get featured on the Dodo. We have another video coming as well with them. So yeah, the goal is to bring in people that are not familiar with NFTs and bring that community. They just want to support and get involved and own NFT that actually has some meaning behind it.
So how can somebody do that then? If somebody wants to get involved and kind of support your cause and get one of these elephants freedom bot, what do they do? Where do they get this, and how do they get your NFT?
Right now, minting on Yuku. The mint price we started with 1.5, but because we got this donation, we slashed it to 0.7 ICP, and we are just minting there. So far it's been okay. We need to obviously want to ideally would like to push for more, but we're getting there. We actually got a donation yesterday. That was a big $20,000 donation. A guy just saw the video on the Dodo and sent me some crypto USDT. It's like, hey, I want to support you, 20 grand. And
That's
actually
awesome.
that's gonna be reflected on the price of the NFTs. We're gonna make a purchase on an NFT of that price to give it to the NFT to the donor. I mean, he's not very into ICP, but we're gonna bring him into the ecosystem.
That's cool. So, and exactly how many NFTs are there? And are you minting, or is the mint over?
Correct. Let me explain a bit, because as we started on XRP, we had 9,900 NFTs, but we never mint the whole collection there. So we split up this collection in 3 different chains. We have the XRP, which is 3,300, ICP, the same amount, and then the next collection will be on AVAX. So the idea is to become a multi-chain project and tap into different audiences that might be interested in supporting us.
That's incredible. So, yeah, people can support you on multiple different chains. That's pretty interesting. I haven't heard of a lot of projects doing that or being successful. So, congratulations on that. What communities are they all kind of behind you? Each community that you've been behind, are they interacting? Are a lot of people following you from different chains, like going from XRP to ICP to support you? Do you see a lot of cross-chain kind of, purchasing?
I have had a lot of requests of many other chains, like, please go to another chain because we would like to buy these on this chain. Your project is awesome. We don't have that much support for the retail investor. I believe, my belief, my assumption, because we don't have any metaverse aspect of it or any staking rewards. So that's not that the value of what we are offering is there's not much, I call it trendy, not so trendy. So
well, it's more.
yeah.
I think your project is more of a real world type problem solving situation. So I would look at it more as the support that you have is like big support. And people are really trying to get behind what you're doing instead of so there's 2 ways to build a project. You can build a big techie project where everything is going to be like super high functional and people are going to be able to interact with tech, or you can do it based on like a real world thing, like they're doing like the recycling credits, like on ICP, right? So they're rewarding people for, recycling and stuff. And so what you're doing is the real world aspect of blockchain. I think that's so important because blockchain is going to be a huge part of our future in our society, the way that we are going. And so to have something that's technically competent is good, but to have something that is better for the world, better for the environment, better for animals, better for people, I think that is just as important. So when you say there isn't, a lot of that trendy stuff with tech, yes, but it's giving people a way to give back through technology. And kind of blending those. So I think you're selling yourself short there. I think it's really incredible what you're doing. I think it is trendy, just in a different kind of way.
I appreciate that. Yes, I know that we are doing. It is a very unique concept and approach. The reason that we're not doing that well on the NFT side is because we don't have that upside of that future that
Right.
We're gonna flip this because we're gonna create this crazy. So that's the only down. I mean, not the downside, but that's the only thing that is happening right now. I mean, people will come, and we will keep doing what we do. Luckily, we get this type of support. Like, it's crazy, and we're gonna be, the goal is to onboard new people and get them involved with the chain, with and whatever they prefer, or they're more comfortable with, and give options. So, and keep building. Blockchain definitely, is here to stay, and we want to be part of it in a different way.
So are you guys ever going to have a token or anything, or is this, or do you have a token on any of these chains, or is this just an NFT project?
Right now, it's an NFT project. We have thought about it, but it's not something that maybe in the near future could be something that we implement. But not right now.
So what does your roadmap look like with this NFT? What is the plan now?
So we have three main goals. The first one will be rescue a third elephant. That we're gonna go for it. The second one, we found a way that we need to educate people. Right. The problem here with elephants in Thailand is because tourists come in here and they are not educated, so they go to these trekking camps and where the elephants are not treated well. So we want to create a booking platform so people can actually book these venues that are not very well promoted. I mean, these ethical sanctuaries in Thailand. And we have been working with the World Animal Protection Thailand, which is a big name, and will give us that backing of, okay, we are a solid project. And that's the second one, the booking platform. And the third one is we're working on a documentary with actually pretty renowned, activists, animal activists. So I can't really go into detail until something is really more clear. But we are keep going. The third rescue is definitely looking pretty like we're gonna try to do it within the next couple of months, hopefully.
Do you have an elephant that you're looking at to rescue already?
Yes, we do have. That takes some time because we don't just go and buy elephants because we want to rescue an elephant. We need to really go and learn why are they selling it, the elephant, the situation of the owner, especially because the last thing we want is to buy the elephant so they can buy another one and keep this cycle. So we need to really know and be sure that, I mean, there's no guarantees, but at least be sure that we are doing the right thing and not really fostering the market of elephants in Thailand.
Okay. That I mean, I wouldn't even know how to go about doing something like that, like making sure that it's the right way to go about doing that. That's kind of crazy. So it's just kind of by chance that you kind of moved to Thailand, and then you kind of have this passion for elephants, and then you're in the ICP hub, and then you make these NFTs and rescue elephants. I just think it's kind of cool how that series of events played out. And so how did you get recognized by Dodo? That couldn't have been easy, because I know there's a lot of people doing animal stuff that Dodo's into. How did that come to be?
Well, we pitched the ideas like, hey, like why don't we try out Dodo, and with my team here, like just craft an email, say, hey guys, we have this story, we have all the footage, would you be interested? And they replied pretty quick, actually, within less than a couple of days. They replied, yeah, I'm interested, let's have a chat. We had a chat. I mean, we have been in talks since October, and then they did an interview with us. The rest, like they published it. It was like crazy because that amount of publicity because of what we did is crazy.
That is awesome. Are you guys collaborating with anybody in the space? I swore I saw your guys' NFTs a while back. How long have they been out? They're only on Youku, right? Which used to be Yumi. How long? I know you said 2021 was like XRP, right?
Yes, it's the same collection. We just pick it a little bit according to each chain. So we have the ICP ones a little bit different, and then we have the AVAX and then the XRP. So we have been from 2022, actually. That's when we launched in January, more or less, January 2022, when we launched.
I think I had one of your NFTs. I don't know if they got airdropped or what, but I swear I remember.
Okay, so we have another collection on Entrepot. It's called Unchained and Friends. So basically, this one is a stamp collectibles. We just dropped NFTs to commemorate different events. We actually have one of the dodo, we have one of the rescue that we did, the second rescue. We are doing the other project on with Travelers Unchained with Bionic. So we have actually a rocket that represents the travelers. So we are actually just dropping these NFTs for free. Like the goal is to make a stamp book. So you have like all these little stamps,
Right.
and you don't have to collect one, two. Like we want to create 100,000 NFTs in this collection. So commemorating different things, activities. We just launched the ICP Hub station, which is a station with a flag, the 19 flags from US, Canada, and so on. I mean, all the ICP hubs, and then each one has its own ICP station in space. So we're doing these type of things, like just to give away. There's nothing really, but I guess that's where you saw our NFT of Unchained.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was wondering about that because I'm like, wait a minute. When I saw your collection, I was like, this seems so familiar. Why do I know this collection? Now it makes sense. So is there anything else that you want to say about the project, or just kind of let people know what you guys really want from the community? What is your plan? What is the goal to get an elephant? Are you guys at that goal, or when do you expect to achieve that goal?
Yeah, the third rescue, we are looking into it. As I mentioned, we don't have. There's a lot of details that we need to be in consideration. We need to find the right sanctuary where to relocate him. We need to negotiate the price. We need to find the transportation and logistics to make the whole move. So we don't have a date yet because we need to raise the money. I mean, we don't know exactly how much we're gonna be, but we are thinking that because it's a baby elephant, they usually go a bit more price. They are pricier because they have more years to live, of course. It will go around 35,000 US dollars that we need to raise for this elephant. So yeah, we are there. Hopefully in the next 2-3 months, I would say, but I cannot really commit any time frame on that one. So any help, any mean that you guys that anyone do will contribute for all of this that we're doing.
That's beautiful. And that's great that people can go and support you, because there's not a lot of projects in crypto that give back. So I just kind of resonate with this 100%. Let's just talk about ICP for a bit, I guess. So you're on XRP, you're on AVAX. Those are kind of interesting chains to choose with ICP. I know XRP and ICP get along, but AVAX and ICP have had a bit of a boxing match back in the day. So just tell me a little bit about your experience on ICP, your experience on AVAX, and anything you would like to share.
Sure. On AVAX, we haven't launched yet. We will launch in the next few months as well. We haven't really made that drop. But in terms of ICP, it's been amazing. We work first. We work with Entrepot and Toniq. The guys are like top. I mean, they have the self-minting platform. It was really, really, really cool, and everything just like self. I mean, you do all yourself and gets done straight away. With Yuku, they were great. The support team came along. They were helping us to set up all the details, and yeah, it was actually very nice experience on both sides. I can't complain. I mean, it's this really, really good experience so far with ICP.
I love this community. So was Dominic Williams one of the reasons why you chose Internet Computer, or I know he's a big impact on why I chose this chain to invest a lot of my own money in. I'm not sure if you're personally invested in ICP, but it's something that I'm really invested in. I do futures trading. I do spot trading. I stake my ICP for 8 years, for 6 years. I have like a bunch of different ones unlocking in different parts. Are you also a consumer of Internet Computer ICP.
Yeah, I mean, I am a 8-year gang member as well. I got
Oh,
my
nice.
term of 8 years, so yeah, not a lot of money, but yeah, there's some money there, and I'm lucky for 8 years. Um, about Dominic, I was not very aware of who he was before, but that's when ICP Hub here in Thailand, they just onboard me, and I started going through the rabbit hole and find out what type of project I was getting on board to, and it's amazing because they're doing the right thing, like giving smaller projects like this and like us to get on ICP and bring in our communities and expose that it's a different approach than just paying top influencers like big money to just use it and kind of disappear. So the customer acquisition that actually Dominic was mentioning, it's way better if you actually go from the ground. So smaller projects that are actually building all the these utility or concepts. So you onboard more loyal followers than just the quick retail flip investor type of thing, I believe.
Yeah, because ICP has a 20-year roadmap, so it's a chain that you can build a company on. Like, so a lot of crypto, you got to worry about, is this blockchain going to be here? Do they have a 20-year roadmap? And I think ICP really connects with that. And I love XRP too. Actually, before I was even in ICP myself, I was a huge investor in XRP. I took part in the Flare airdrop, which was like, so this is how my journey kind of ended up to ICP. So I loved Flare. I don't know if you've heard of Flare, but it's like a bridge from Ethereum to XRP, right? And so I was like, wait a minute. So they're going to connect two of the biggest, blockchains together and be able to interact with them. I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And so when I heard about ICP, I was like, cool, ICP is cool. I like the tech and stuff. And then I heard about CK Bitcoin, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. So ICP can connect with Bitcoin. So I was like, wow, XRP and Ethereum. Now we got Bitcoin and ICP. And then ICP comes out and is like, oh, yeah, well, we're also going to do, CK Ethereum, which is a direct integration with Ethereum as well. So, I mean, that is the kind of future. And that's why I think multi-chain is the way to go. You guys being on different platforms. One, it provides a new community. So you get the XRP community, there's some diehard XRP, people over there. Trust me, I know they'll either love you or hate you. But then you got the ICP community, which is mostly positive. There is some toxic people, but for the most part, it's a vibrant, good community. And so I just love to see the multi-chain aspect. I don't know about AVAX. I'm still not warmed up back to AVAX yet. So maybe after this bull run, I might give him another chance. But for now, I think AVAX is on my naughty list for this year, just because of Kyle Roche and all the BS. But I used to like AVAX back before ICP. So I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I'm trying to understand why you would choose Internet Computer and AVAX as two chains to put your collection on instead of say Solana.
No, very good point. I mean, fair point. After having the experience of XRP, where there's no volume on sales, there's no much market, there's no volume happening there. I mean, the volume was around $15,000 per day in
on the
sales.
entire ledger.
Daily. Yes, it's like so. Like, okay, I need to move something that it's more active. I'm not sure exactly how much daily volume on ICP, but I know there's not that much either. Having said that, then the top 5 chains in trading volume are Ethereum, of course, Bitcoin, Ordinals. You have Solana, then Polygon and AVAX. So I see AVAX coming in strong with the gaming side, and that's what I decided to go on AVAX, because I'm betting that on that end, because there's volume. I mean, as long as there's volume, you will have a project that can thrive, because it's like having a product that you want to sell it, but nobody wants to buy it. Like, you have to go to a hungry audience that they're active. and they're the top 5. So that's my reasoning behind why I chose AVAX. And I was planning on going on Solana as well, but yeah.
That's a good reason. I think, any platform that can help, save an elephant or do something positive is great. I might warm up to AVAX, but if I could put my NFT project over there and in the AVAX community supports ICP as well, we're down. We're down. We just can't have it. We need good vibes this bull run. We need all blockchains interconnected in a multi-chain world computer so that we can all interact across blockchains and no one has to compete. Everybody will have their spot. Like ICP will do what ICP does. AVAX, well, hopefully they don't try to do what ICP does. But yeah, XRP is interesting to me. When you started in 2021, you said there was a lot of volume, right, for XRP NFTs.
No, not really. So they offer grants. They said that we're gonna inject $250 million US to different projects, to content creators. Unfortunately, they cut it off, and that was kind of like a bummer. That kind of when we applied for it, we applied 3 times, we got declined, and it was not really clear on that why we got declined. But yeah, and that was it. So that's the sad part of I mean. XRP is focused on the institutional investment, on banks, and that type of. I went to the Ripple conference in Dubai, and the level of people I met there is like all top bank CEOs of corporations, and I'm like, oh yeah, what do? I tokenize elephants. So they just crack a little bit, but then yeah, I mean the level of approach was absolutely different. Like they're working with institutions, and they haven't really focused on even the CTO David Schwartz said that they came late to the party of NFTs, and they haven't really pushed these. And I saw there's another actually the first NFT collection that was launched on XRP called the Expanse. Literally announced yesterday that I'm moving to Solana because there's nothing much happening on XRP, unfortunately.
I never even heard of an XRP NFT. When you said XRP, I almost thought it was a joke. I'm like, wait, where's the punchline here? Like, what? I didn't know that they had NFTs, so that's very interesting. So anybody in the audience, if you want to ask a question or leave a civilized comment, go ahead and do now. We're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes or less. So going forward, is there any big plans that you have? You said you're making a documentary. You said there's going to be another Dodo episode. And you also said that you've rescued more than one elephant. Kind of give us some teasers on the plans or whatever to God, I just lost my train of thought. Give us an overview of basically what you guys did with the second elephant.
We got the second elephant in November, December. Yes. So we started raising funds. That was pure crowdfunding. We work with my business partner. The animal activist on our project, which is a good friend of mine. She was involved with other elephant sanctuaries, and these guys like reach out, say, hey, like we're looking for some help to raise some funds for the elephant, because we have only 2 elephants. I mean, it's very old elephant, and they need to be herd. So like, okay, let's raise some funds. I mean, they call us out like elephant rescuers, and we needed
to go to a retirement home.
Yes, actually, the second elephant. She is almost 60 years old, and she was working in trekking industry. Like she had people going in the back and doing 10, 20 rounds per day of walking. They kept her on a place, just chained up, back and forth leg, just like she couldn't move. So it was a great cause to get involved. The actual trekking camp where she was. Is really run down, and they didn't have money to feed the rest of the elephants because the business it's bad. So it's like, okay, that's something that actually we can get involved. It's a very elderly elephant. We can actually help her out and relocate him. So we did that already, and that's the second video that's coming with the Dodo. within, I don't know, that's up to them, but hopefully within the next month or two.
So is it not illegal for these people to treat these animals that way? Like here in the United States, if you were to treat like chain an animal up and treat it that way, you would get a charge and probably go to jail. So in Thailand, what I know they're as assets, so it's a little bit different. So it'd be kind of like cattle, right? But I think you have to like, treat your cattle fair too. So how does that work? Is there laws that protect these elephants, or are you guys just out there, being renegades, and just saving elephants?
I like the renegades. Yeah, we're renegades, for sure. Because I mean, the laws changed in, I think it's 1980, something like that, about the logging industry. So they stopped doing logging with elephants, but then the elephant was used in tourism. So there's a big industry behind it. The tourism industry in Thailand is huge, and it's an attraction. So people come here and they want the elephant experience, and that's how they make the money. So unfortunately, the loss is not. Yeah, we here in Thailand is not as in the US. I mean, a developed country that has everything in place. Plus, yeah, the way things work here is not really clear, and the elephants, like, it's a animal that can be used for this type of entertainment. So as
So
long
I
as
think
we,
what you should do is make a company like ASPCA, in America. It basically goes around and helps animals that are neglected or abused, and helps them find a home. Basically, they take them to a shelter. Is there a plan? So I think what would be cool, maybe it isn't a plan now, but maybe it could be, is to like make your own elephant sanctuary eventually. So there's a place that you can just go, say, buy an elephant. You don't have to find the sanctuary. You just bring it to your sanctuary, hold a certain amount of elephants, and then find good homes for them, and sell them off to good owners, with a good reputation. Is that a plan?
so yeah, it crossed our minds to do it. I mean, it is on the back burner. Maybe it could be. We need a good amount of capital to get that done in a way.
Right. Yeah, that would
Having
be some serious funding for that. But yeah.
Yeah, because we need a massive piece of land to be able to relocate elephants. They need operation cost. I mean, that's another that's a proper business that needs to be run. Having said that, one of the ideas I have in mind is not really on. I mean, as well in the back burner. So elephants, that they go to these sanctuaries. Usually, some of the sanctuaries rent the elephants because they are attractions. But as long as the sanctuary is an ethical sanctuary and they rent the elephant, we could actually buy the elephant and rent it to the sanctuary, the ethical sanctuary. So the elephant will generate some yield to the holders. That is one of the ideas. It's a bit difficult to put it in plan, but it's happening. I mean, there's ethical sanctuaries that actually rent the elephants because they get paid by the tourists to keep this business going. It's a business.
So this is in like a lot of the major cities in Thailand, like tourist spots and stuff. They just have these sanctuaries. People can go and just like ride elephants, interact with them, hang out with them.
Yeah, the idea is to avoid all the contact with elephants. It's more like having them in a proper like sanctuary where they can just go and see them. These type of sanctuaries are way less than the ones that are attractions that the people go and ride them and bathe them and so on. So we want to foster the other one, the one that is actually ethical, which is you don't need to be touching the elephant. But yeah, these are both are business models. The sanctuary that just hosts people to see them. They charge an entry fee or a day tour or a half day tour, and as well the other ones that do the riding and trekking. They also yeah they charge good amount of money. I mean, it's crazy.
That is crazy, man. I just like I want to travel to different countries just so I can experience like, seeing an elephant just chilling in next to you. I mean, that's kind of cool. And then being able to make them into an NFT to help them, you know, in a crazy situation. I didn't even know that was going on still, you know, where elephants are being treated like that. So this has been a real eye opener. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate what you're doing, you know, for ICP, for these elephants. Just keep doing what you're doing. And we hope to have you back on the channel once you've rescued like 100 elephants. And you know, you have NFT collections on 26 different blockchains, you know, all that.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. And it's a pleasure to be able to tell the story of what we're doing and be involved with the ICP community. It's really, really, all of you guys have been super welcoming. And yeah, very happy to be with ICP and yeah, be here as well.
Okay. Well, how is everybody tonight? Before you leave, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, share this video because we need to get this to at least 100 likes. So let's do that. Again, thank you, Daniel. Keep doing what you're doing. We support you in the Renegade community. Next week, we are going to have Yuku on the channel, which is where his project is launched. We're going to have Yuku on the channel. Next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to have the swap coming on the channel, I believe, hopefully next week or whenever we can get him on. Daniel from the swap is going to be here. Maybe we'll get Kyle one day. But thank you again. Take care and keep doing what you're doing. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bam!